महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि.
We can safely say anything intelligently put together to serve a purpose we can say it's a creation. Anything intelligently put together to serve a given purpose, or more than one purpose also, is a creation. We use this word creation in that sense, srishti. We use the word srishti. The word creation is a red rag for scientists. Because there is a creationism. God created the world in 7 days. Tak gaya. So, first day he created this much, and second day he created this much, and third day he created this much, and fourth day created this much, and fifth day created this much, and sixth day created this much, and seventh day created this much. Okay. So he needed a break. So this is that. 7 days. And afterwards he found out that there was no sun, so no light. So he created the sun. The 10-year-old son is asking the father, because there's a lot of mother in him, therefore he thinks, okay? Then he asked this question, father, Dad, how can there be 7 days without sun? First day, second day, third day, fourth day without sun. How can you say that? That there was first day, no sun. Shut up. This is creationism. 6,000 years ago, God created this world. I had a discussion with a fellow in California. California is a very advanced state, and it has got a lot of things. It's not only, so it is in certain ways it's very progressive, and in certain ways it is very funny. And this fellow was in Sacramento. So I was staying in a hotel. And this fellow came to me, and then he got a discussion with me. Then a young man, and he told me the world was created 3,000 years ago. Now they have increased 3,000 years more. 3,000 years ago the world was created. God created the world 3,000 years ago. I told him, how can you say this? Some of our houses in India are 3,000 years old. How can you say 3,000 years? They are rock outside. It has millions of years. Tales to tell. How can you say? And what about dinosaur skeletons in California? They picked up, and they are millions of years old. And he says, we don't believe in carbon test. Hey, it's not a matter for belief, okay? Carbon test is science. It's jnana, knowledge it is. And he finally, he won. He won the argument. Because who wins the argument? The one who gives up the argument is a loser. So I gave up arguing, and therefore I am the loser. And he is the winner. And he had a winning sentence. Amazing. He asked me, Swamiji, do you accept God as Almighty? I said, yes. Yes, God is Almighty. Don't you think Almighty God can put some skeletons also 3,000 years ago? He won the argument because I gave up arguing, okay? He won the argument. Huh? To argue with this kind of fellows is foolish. No. You have to give up arguments. They are arguments. This is creationism. And scientists have a reason to have the nightmares about this, this creationism. Because they are able to see through their giant telescopes light coming from and 12 billion light years away. They are able to see it today. 12 billion light years away. It started 12 billion light years before. And the distance is so much. It is measured by light years. Light travels 1 year. What a distance. Like this, 12 billion light years. Light traveling that much distance comes to your eyesight. Today, this much they are able to see. They are able to see something. This universe was not there. They are able to see. They are able to see what was there at that time. 12 billion light years away. What was there? It's a very interesting data they have. And they have a certain definiteness about the world is more a manifestation than a creation. They are able to say that it was one hot soup of matter, which manifests itself in this form. They have reasons to talk about this is the Big Bang theory. We are not propounding that theory, but for them, God created 3,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago this world and all that. This is a red rag for them. Therefore, the word creation is unacceptable word. It is an unacceptable word. In the discourse of scientists, this is unacceptable word. But we need to use the word srishti. Srishti, therefore I am saying, is what is purposefully put together. Is a srishti. Whether it is a hardware, a computer, a car, a bicycle, a table, or this room, or a clock. They are all purposefully put together to serve a purpose. Suppose there is a clock without a dial. What for is the clock? There is no purpose served. There should be a dial. And there is a dial, all right. But there is no 1, 2, 3, 4. At least you can guess. Hands are there. The short hand and the long hand. And what do you call them? Hands? And hands are there. But hands are also not there. What for? What for is the watch? A timepiece is useful even though it doesn't work. As long as it has a dial and 2 hands are there, it will show right time twice a day. Correct? Twice a day. Therefore, I always say, nothing is useless in the world, including a broken timepiece. Because broken timepiece shows twice a day correct time. And therefore, whatever is intelligently put together with a purpose has to have certain things in their places. They have to be in their own places. So whether it is a car, whether it is a house, whether it is a fan, or a clock, or even enchilada, it is put together. So what is put together to serve a purpose is called srishti, creation. And being intelligently put together, and before being put together, there is a certain knowledge involved. And so before even cooking, you always visualize 2 things. One thing is, what do you have? The other thing is, who is going to eat? That also, because who is going to eat certain things? And so if there are some guests are there, then you want to, prepare something. Therefore, who is going to eat also is very important in deciding what you are going to cook. It is just See, there's one person, household person means he need not cook also. So whatever that is cooked there in the fridge, and therefore that you can bring it out. And therefore, and then you warm it up and then give it. So this is how it is done. And anyway, this is another topic altogether, and I will complete later. I'll complete later. Then Vedanta in day-to-day life, for sure. So I will complete later day-to-day life. You have to visualize who is going to eat. Number 2 is, what do you have? What time you have? What vessels you have? All this you have to take into account. You don't have time, so quickly you have to do. In India they have got some quickly, the South Indian thing. Quickly what to do, what to do, quickly, chatput. What will you do? Every lady here will tell from the south. So you say upma. Easy. And just the water has to boil. And there is always hot water available. And so that's all, just put it there, it's ready. It's ready. What time available? What ingredients you have got? And who is going to eat? All these are involved in deciding, putting together. What do you put together? That means your body is also put together. Your body is put together. Your eyes are put together. And ears are put together. All spare parts, full of spare parts. That's why you can fix up one thing. One is not there, then you can put it, and then this. You can assemble yourself and come out. So these are, because it's put together. It's all put together. And it's intelligently put together. Because they serve the purpose. Eyes are able to see, ears are able to hear, and the sense of taste, touch. These senses are the most fine organs. And they are not simple. But they are put together. It implies knowledge. Whether you put certain things together or someone else puts certain things together. What is put together is a srishti. This is what you have to get. What is put together is a srishti. So you have to establish, so whether things are put together. Your own body you take, it is intelligently put together. You can't improve it. I used to think, why not we put the nose here on the top of the head? Anybody thinking? When I was in my early teens, 12, 13, I used to think, why not God Why not he puts this nose here, at the top of your head? Because I thought that's an advantage. One advantage is you will have nasal complex you won't have. Because in the feature, the face doesn't have a nose as a part of the face. And that means one feature is less. One feature is less means so many others, so many people can pass as beautiful. Because this nose is a nuisance. And therefore, the nose is a flat nosed fellow, is a sharp nosed fellow. And this is you look at this nose. So this nose is not there. Everybody will have a little flat face here. And that's how everybody looks, and therefore all are beautiful. More people will be beautiful. This is my idea. So why not here? Why crowd the face? Here is the nose. Then I began thinking, little more thinking. Because of this type of thinking only I became a Swami, So this is one more thing. I was thinking, if I keep the nose here, what are the other advantages? I found more advantages. Suppose I come from a flu. Then I sneeze, I cough. Then I radiate the same disease to other people. All the bugs will go up, So, less chances of my spreading the problem. This is wonderful. I thought, so I am really thinking well. And then I thought another thing also. I see how these fellows smoking. And these smokers will have great advantage, There will be no sympathetic smoking. Because this will serve as a chimney. And the smoke will go up. It's wonderful. Kyaji, theek hai na? So this will go up. So I thought, wow. Very good idea. I thought, very good. If God consults me, I will tell him. So then I will tell him. And I continued thinking, I continued thinking. Then only you become a Swami. I continued thinking. Then suppose I want to have a cup of coffee. Not tea. But both are available. So here is a cup of tea, here is a cup of coffee. Both are available. You can take whatever you want. Then both look the same. Now I have to smell whether it is coffee or tea. Coffee, how to smell? I have to take this to my head. Then it won't pick up because it's parallel. It doesn't pick up, then I have to do like this. अभिषेक बोलता है ना it's in the right place because you have to pick up while eating the flavor of the food also. So it is not, otherwise you have to do like this just to pick up the flavor. Just think a little bit. Don't think too much, you'll become a Swami. Therefore, let the nose be where it is, okay? Let the nose be where it is. It is in its right place.
महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि